The Dinah Shore Show. Don't buy any V8 until you've tried Chevrolet's record-smashing Turbo Fire V8. The most modern in design, the lowest in price. Your Chevrolet dealer who invites you to pleasure drive the new Chevrolet that's stealing the thunder from the high-priced cars brings you twice each week from Hollywood the Dinah Shore Show. And here she is, Miss Dinah Shore.
In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, strolling through the shady lane with your baby mine. You hold her hand and she holds yours. That's a very good sign. That she's your tootsie wootsy in the good old summertime. In the good old summertime. Good old summertime. Good old summertime. Strolling through the shady lanes with your baby mine. You hold her hand, she'll hold yours. That's a very good sign that she's your tootsie wootsy in the good old summertime. In the good old summer, in the good old summertime. The good old summertime. Thank you. How do you do? And a warm, sunny summertime welcome from the Chevrolet dealers all over America. Yes, sir, summer is officially here at last. Makes you feel real good, doesn't it, Frank?
I'm sweltering.
Sweltering? Oh, come on now, Frank. Summer's a wonderful season. You ought to just revel in it.
Well, I would, except it always comes right at the hottest time of the year.
It does work out that way, doesn't it? Frank, if the heat bothers you, why not go up to a camp in the mountains or someplace like that?
Oh, no, never again. That's where all my trouble started. The Rise and Shine Summer Camp for Boys.
Well, it sounds peachy keen.
Well, it had everything. Riding, swimming, poison ivy. But it was hot. So hot you just won't believe it, Dinah.
Well, now that I believe. Go ahead, Frank. Excuse me.
Well, on my very first horseback ride, the big stallion I was on took the bit in his teeth and carried me for miles over the wildest mountain country. And you know why I wasn't thrown off?
It was so hot the horse walked all the way. There is one thing about summer that we both will agree on, though. Has some pretty colors, two of which I'm ready to sing about now. Shall we? It's cherry pink and apple blossom white when your true lover comes your way. It's cherry pink and apple blossom white, the poets say. The story goes that once a cherry tree beside an apple tree did grow, and there a boy once met his bride-to-be long, long ago. The boy looked into her eyes, it was a sight to enthrall. The breezes joined in their sighs, the blossoms started to fall, and as they gently caressed, the lovers looked up to find the branches of the two trees were entwined. And that is why the poets always write, if there's a new moon bright above, it's cherry pink and apple blossom white when you're in love. If there's a new moon bright above, cherry pink and apple blossom white. When you're in
Oh, thank you. That's a sweet song, isn't it?
Gosh, the first day of summer already, huh, Dinah?
Oh, yeah. Time flies, huh?
Sure does. And that's why it's such a good idea to make good use of it.
I've no doubt now that you have a suggestion for that.
No doubt at all. Listen. Take a Motoramic Chevrolet out on the open road. Put it through its paces over hills and dips, curves and straightaways. You'll agree it's a whole new riding experience. Chevrolet's new Glide Ride front suspension rolls the bumps smooth and levels out the road before you. Chevrolet's new outrigger-type rear springs brace you on the curves, put new stability in tight turns. There's even a new smoothness in stopping with Chevrolet's exclusive anti-dive braking control. See your Chevrolet dealer and try this entirely new ride for yourself. It's one more reason why the Motoramic Chevrolet is stealing the thunder from the high-priced cars.
You know, Dinah, there was one thing about boys' summer camps that I used to really like.
What was that, Frank?
When all of us junior-sized woodsmen would get together at night around a big campfire and sing songs.
Oh, yeah, that's always fun, isn't it?
Boy.
I'd like to hear your wily woodsman do a tune right now, Frank. Could I?
Sure, Dinah. Gather round, men, and stay close together. We're not out of the woods yet.
Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Born on the mountaintop in Tennessee, greenest state in the land of the free. Raised in the woods so he knew every tree. Killed him a bar, but he was only 3. Davy Crockett, the man who don't know fear. Fought single-handed through the Injun War, till the Creeks were whipped and peace was in store. While he was a-handling this risky chore, made himself a legend forevermore. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. He heard of Houston and Austin and so to the Texas plains he just had to go. Freedom was fighting another foe, and they needed him at the Alamo. His land is biggest, his land is best, from grassy plains to the mountain crest. He's ahead of us all, meeting the test, following his legend into the west. Davy Crockett, the man who don't know fear. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Thank you very much, and thank you, gentlemen. That was a truly stirring rendition. You know, I just finished reading George Jessel's new book, This Way, Miss, and in it, he devotes a chapter to one of America's greatest composers, George Gershwin. The song we're going to do next, The Man I Love, is, of course, one of Gershwin's biggest hits. And as Georgie Jessel tells the story, the song was first written for a Broadway show called Tiptoes, but they took it out of the show, and Lady Mountbatten, I believe it was, heard it and took it to England, where it became extremely popular in the British social salons. After that, it was returned to America, reintroduced on Broadway, and has since become one of our immortal standards, The Man I Love.
the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. He'll look at me and smile, I'll understand, and in a little while he'll take my hand. And though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Maybe I shall meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. Still I'm sure to meet him one day. Maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. He'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. Would you? And so all else above, I'm waiting for the man I love. Maybe I shall meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. Still I'm sure to meet him one day. Maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. He'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. Who would you? And so all else above, I'm waiting for the man I love.
Thank you very much. Now, please don't go away until I sing my favorite fair weather ditty. And in the department of don'ts, please remember this.
Don't buy any V8 until you've tried Chevrolet's record-smashing Turbo Fire V8. The most modern in design, the lowest in price. Dinah will be back on this station Friday evening, same time. Be sure to enjoy Dinah on television, too. Presented Tuesday and Thursday evening over NBC TV by your Chevrolet dealer, who also brings you the exciting television show Treasury Men in Action each week. Check your local TV listing for time and station. And now, here's Dinah again, musically advising all her friends that they're sure to start the summer off right if they
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all. Let everybody see you.
From Hollywood, you've just heard the Dinah Shore Show, produced, directed, and transcribed by Dick Mack, written by Bob Mitchell, with music arranged and conducted by Frank Duvall.
Hear Frank Sinatra with your favorite hip tunes tonight on the NBC Radio Network.